So as a massive Sonic the Hedgehog and Sega fan, I had so much fun with Sonic Prime. Firstly, it's the first production to actually be connected to the video game series and is considered canon, which is pretty epic. And the visuals just look so good in this series. It really does feel like you're playing a video game, which is just absolutely incredible. And secondly, as every single franchise by now is going multiverse crazy, it was only a matter of time until Sonic the Hedgehog did it too, and it did it so good, didn't it? It just felt really, really organic and really chilling in Sonic Prime. I mean, the immediate first question that everybody's going to be asking is, when is Season 2 coming out? And I think it's safe to assume that this series is going to do really, really well. Firstly, considering that it's free to watch on Netflix, and also the movies did so well recently, so I'm sure that a second season announcement will be announced really, really soon, especially as the creators themselves have said that they have filmed more episodes, and Season 1 just ended on such a cliffhanger, so they just have to let us know what's going to happen next. And the actual overall plan is to have 24 episodes across this entire series, which would indicate a 3-season overarching storyline framework. Now, the series itself I thought was really, really clever in terms of going to different worlds. We have the robotic Star Wars inspired Eggman Land scenarios with New York City, with the rebels and the massive empire with all of their unstoppable robots, the jungle nightmare and the pirates realm. I was expecting to see a few more, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm sure we'll see tons more in future seasons and in future episodes, and maybe we'll go into other universes from other shows like Sonic Boom and Sonic X, along with other pocket universes too, like Sonic and the Black Knight, and even maybe Sonic Chronicles as well. And I loved all of the video game references as well, and even all of the throwbacks that they had to different 2D animated worlds, with even more expanded storytelling for both Knuckles and Tails in these different universes. I just think it was so clever. And I also think the Chaos Council of different Eggman variants were actually really threatening and truly formidable. I mean, one Eggman has caused so much carnage, but 5 of them will really put our heroes through the ringer, and I thought especially this was the case with Rusty Rose suddenly appearing in the Pirates realm. It really did show that these guys mean business, and I think they are a true threat to everybody. So let's go through all of the characters. Firstly, lovable Sonic is as brilliant as he always is. I did think that they played up the buffoonish aspect of this character a bit too much, and in Adventure 1 and in Adventure 2 he was a lot smarter, but you can't help but love him, even if it does mean he does cause a lot of problems for himself and a lot of problems for his friends as a result. And he still has all of his heroics and really does learn a lot and grows a lot as a character across this series, especially the power of importance of friendship. Tails was really, really great too. He was shouting to Sonic to prevent him from smashing the Paradox Prism, and then all of his variants were really, really interesting too. They kept his intelligence intact, but they really did play up the fact that he got bullied because of the fact that he had 2 tails and then became ostracized in New York City, as obviously he didn't have Sonic the Hedgehog, which really did show that Sonic did transform Tails' life for the better. And I thought all of this was actually really sophisticated storytelling, and it really does show that you should love your imperfections, as the 2 tails obviously give Tails the unique ability to fly, which none of the other foxes are capable of doing, which I think is really, really interesting. And they also made him a little bit like Doc Ock with all of those extended tails, and they made him a savage animal in the jungle reality, which is really, really funny, but he was still a loyal friend ultimately in the Pirates world, which is really, really great. Amy, what a brilliant character in this series. Rusty Rose being taken over by the Chaos Council and now becoming the most threatening character from the pack was an absolute stroke of genius. She has come a long way from all those pining over Sonic like she did in Adventure 1 to where she is now. And all of her variants are really, really clever too. Obviously Rusty Rose, like we said, and then she was deemed to be the monster in the jungle reality, which is so interesting and maybe does show that she has got a lot of darkness underneath all of the lightness that we have thus far seen with the Amy Rose character. Knuckles in the main reality sounded so boring. They could have definitely got him a better voice actor, but then the other people that played him in the other realities, they were really, really good. For example, he was really, really great as the captain in the Pirates reality. He was a little bit of a buffoon in the jungle reality, I have to say, but you really did feel for him and the entire other crew of Rebel Alliances in the New Yoke world. I love the way in which they tapped into Lord of the Rings as well at the end when Captain Knuckles really got the shard and just didn't want to let go of his precious. Rogue was really great to see her. Shame though she didn't have more scenes with Shadow the Hedgehog, as they really did become a bit of a unit with Omega recently as well, especially in all of the video games. But either way, it was really great to see her here nonetheless, and they've definitely given her quite a bit of a substantial outfit change and made her more in line with the younger demographic. On that point, I have to say, this series does such a good job in being kid-friendly for their younger audience, whilst also having some true dangerous scenarios for our characters. And like I said, a lot of sophisticated storytelling for that older audience demographic as well. So much for Big the Cat being retired, as he was a semi-main character here. He didn't contribute too much to the plot, I have to say. I mean, fair enough, he did round off the cast pretty well, but I just wonder why on earth they chose to include him here. Shadow was absolutely brilliant. He was the lone awesome character that you've come to see when he starts off this series in terms of Adventure 2. But you know, since then, he has become quite good friends with everybody, but still nonetheless, it was really great to see him here. Easily everybody's favorite character from all of the Sonic rivals, and I just love how intelligent and cool this guy is. The way in which he just used chaos control while Sonic was crashing into the Paradox Prism I thought was really, really cool, and I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next, especially with Shadow the Hedgehog in Season 2, especially as he was the cause of the cliffhanger at the end of Season 1. It's a real shame that we didn't get to see Silver and Blaze in this series, as I just love them. If only Sonic 06 did better, I think Silver would have catapulted massively in terms of popularity and prominence. I mean, he does have his big fans out there, but like I said, it's a shame that he wasn't included in here. Hopefully, we'll see the two of them in Season 2 and in Season 3. Now let's talk about the Easter eggs, of which there are plenty. For example, referring to Sonic as a bunny, as he was originally going to be a bunny all the way back in when he was first created. His hate for water, which we've seen pretty much in all of the games and in the TV shows as well, and in the movies too. The zones that of course are really familiar in the games, but obviously have a brand new edge over here. 1992 being Tails' password, which was obviously the year in which he was introduced. Collecting rings and rings protecting Sonic, obviously this is a massive thing that we've seen in the games. Chaos Emeralds were really, really cool, obviously using the Chaos name for the Chaos Council. All of the boss battle type scenarios, absolutely loved them. They were so good. Eggman Land, which of course we have seen as the final zone in Sonic Unleashed, is basically the New York City world, except slightly different and slightly darker. Obviously Sonic saying game over, which is obviously a direct reference to the games. And Captain Jack, the crew that Knuckles used to have abandoning him, having Captain Jack becoming the new lead of that old crew, as well as referring to Davy Jones being in the bottom of the sea as well. I thought that was really, really clever. And I just have to say, I absolutely love the way in which this show did feel like you were playing a game, as obviously the graphics look exactly similar to the most recent modern Sonic games, especially the chase sequences with all of the baddies, and Sonic using his homing attack, his spin dash, his boost were all just so cool. So you know, I absolutely love Sonic Prime. I would have loved a few more character appearances, but for what they did do in this series, I think it was super awesome. You know, all of the storylines with all of the Chaos Council, with Rusty Rose just being unstoppable, Sonic just finding out what is happening in all of these multiverse scenarios, and it just lends itself to so many more massive episodes, and it could even go beyond the 24 episodes that they have got planned for this series. So I can't wait to see what on earth is going to happen next, and hopefully we'll get that Season 2 announcement really soon. But you know, for all of the reasons that I've said in this review, I have to give Sonic Prime a massive 7.5 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear what you thought of Sonic Prime and what you think could happen next, so please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Otherwise I look forward to seeing you in my next video.